Now the cold cases. A 911 call for an accident turned into a homicide investigation after Providence police discovered two men inside a car with bullet wounds. One of them, 21-year-old Jacob Lemire, died on his way to the hospital.
Say something, because if it was your kid, you would want somebody to say something.
Now, more than 5 years later, his mother and family are hoping someone comes forward with a key piece of information that could finally crack the case. 12
News anchor Kim Kalunian joins us now live in studio with more on this story. Kim?
Well, Mike and Shannon, just this month, Jacob's family marked the 5-year anniversary of his murder, but his mother says there is no closure for her, and her son can't rest in peace until they know who pulled the trigger.
They said when he passed away that Chad Brown lost his sunshine.
Growing up in the shadow of the Chad Brown housing complex in Providence, 21-year-old Jacob Lemire's dearest friends and happiest memories were all there.
Always happy, always smiling. He would have gave the shirt off his back to help anyone.
His mother, Holly, says her son spent his final hours on earth trying to help someone, borrowing money from his parents to buy a struggling friend a meal. Jacob and that friend were driving together around the city the night of October 1st, 2020. Just after 8 o'clock, gunshots cut through the night.
We tracked it back and we believe the shooting happened at Truxtun and Douglas. They were able to drive down the street somewhat, and then they crashed.
Holly was at home and had told Jacob not to stay out too late.
Maybe 45 minutes later, one of his friends came and knocked on the door and said they think something happened to Jacob. So my husband jumped in the car and went, and the police had already had it all blocked off. And they wouldn't tell him anything, so they told him to come home. So we waited maybe half an hour, and that's when they came and told us he was shot twice in the back, and he died in the ambulance on the way home, on the way to the hospital.
Jacob's friend, who was driving, was critically wounded but recovered. Holly believes he was the intended target.
Do we believe it was targeted? We do, but still we can't leave anything out. We're still working it.
Providence Police Major David LePayton says some of the initial investigators assigned to the case have retired, and now new detectives are working on it. He also said they have video from the night, but they won't release it because it doesn't show the shooting itself. Holly wants that video made public and wants answers from police.
Because like I tell them all the time when I speak to them, if it was your kid, you would want something done. But because it's mine, I feel like they don't care. Or not even just mine, other people's children.
A tribute to Jacob stands the test of time, a collection of photos and candles at the scene, as detectives remain hopeful for an arrest.
The ones who fired the shots, I would say, don't relax too much, because we're still on your tail. Okay, this could come up in a week, in a month, in a year, and we can be knocking on your door at any time.
Now, I have been in contact with the man who was driving the car that night. An online fundraiser for his medical expenses at the time explained a bullet pierced his lungs. I'm still waiting to speak with him more at length about what he says happened that night. If you have any information, Providence Police want to hear from you. I'm Kim Kalunian, 12 News.